Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. I thought it's a long time since we've done a monthly favourites. Don't know when my last one was. And I thought, why not do a favourites today? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with skincare, makeup, and then what I've read. Really good book that I want to share and some other bits. So let's get going. First things first. I have been loving, out of all of the bareMinerals serums that I've tried, I've really been loving the Pure Smooth Serum 5% Niacinamide Skin Rescue and Chabula. I've been loving this one. I've been reaching for this one over the other two, the hydrating one and the vitamin C. I just really like the feeling of this, and I feel like it gives my skin a nice smooth base. It smooths things out. It gets rid of texture. And it's for lines and wrinkles corrector. Whether it does that or not, who knows. I just like using it, and I use this every morning before my SPF. I've also been loving the Ordinary Glycolic 7% toning solution. Now, I purchased this after I finished my Paula's Choice 2% BHA because I wanted to try something cheaper. That's like £34. This, I think, was £11. And you know what? I prefer it. I like it so much better than the Paula's Choice. The texture of the Paula's Choice, it's like, it's dry but not oily, but it's got like this dryness to it and this sort of oil, not oil, it kind of feels oily to me. And you get noticeable kind of, your skin kind of peels the next day, or when I go to put makeup on, I notice it, that I feel like I need to scrub my face. This I can use every single day, and it does the same thing as keeping my skin clear and smooth, but I don't get any of that sort of like the next day I feel like my skin's coming off kind of thing. It's really, really good. I'm so impressed with this. I heard someone else talking about this, and she was like, you know, it's the only thing that gets rid of her spots, but I find that it works so much better than that. I prefer it. And I use this every night after I've done my double cleanse, and my skin is really smooth the next day. And then when I go in with this as well, it's just like a double whammy of smoothness. Because I have a real thing about texture. Like I can't have like, it needs to be smooth. So really, really have been enjoying this. I've also, this is relatively new. This is the Tata Harper Superkind Refining Cleanser. Now, when I was away, I had a Tata Harper facial. Now, I haven't had a facial in like 6 years. And I'm a bit reluctant to have facials in a spa because it's just like, you know, it's usually loads of oils, and, you know, you much rather have a massage, which I did. But I went for the Tata Harper facial, and oh my goodness, it was one of the best facials I have ever had in my life. You know, even like hydrofacial, it was incredible. My skin was so smooth and clear and lovely. And the next day, when I went to put on my foundation, it went on like, oh, it was so nice. It was absolutely beautiful. I want all of the products. I'd never tried their products before, and their products are elite. So we came home with this one. This is the Superkind Refining Cleanser, and it's a really, really fine grain exfoliating cleanser. So you use it, I use this in the morning, I use it on dry skin, and I just, you know, massage it in. It's like, you can't see any grains in it, but it's got slight texture to it. And you apply it to dry skin, and then you rinse it off, and it leaves skin so smooth. Like, just before I went away, I repurchased Zoe Skin, the exfoliator, and now I'm like, why did I didn't even need that now, because this does the job beautifully, and it's so gentle. This Superkind is formulated for really sensitive skin, so it's perfect. And they've just come out with a moisturizer today for like rosacea and really sensitive skin, and it like calms down redness. I want all of her products. They are amazing, absolutely cool. Highly recommend, and I can see why they're so expensive. I mean, they're like, the product itself is beautiful, and just the way that this is glass, that it's packaged, it's just gorge. Highly recommend. If you can get a facial, that way you get to try it all at once, then I would get one because it was amazing. Then onto some makeup products. I've been loving these sheeny lips, which I never thought I'd say. So, you know, we've got the bareMinerals Dewy Lip Balm, which I love. These are great for every day. And most recently, I've got the YSL Loveshine in 44. And I've got this on today with my Too Faced lip liner. It's so lovely. It's just not, it's that in between where it's not too glossy. It's just what it says, it's the shine. It's so nice, I love it. And it's just really easy to put on with a lip liner. Same with these glossy dewy balms. It's the same thing really, isn't it? Lip liner and one of these and you're good to go, and it's just nice, isn't it? Or if I've put on like a lipstick and I want to top up during the day, and I can top up with this, you know, just to give it a bit of oomph. But these are really, really nice. Lovely. I've also still been loving my Merit lipstick. I love this. This is in the shade Baby. It's a signature lip. I just adore this. This colour is just amazing. It's that lovely, look at that dusty rose. I'm just obsessed with it. And I just love the formula of this. This is one of the most perfect colours ever, and I just love it. Right, now, reading. What I've just finished reading is, let me get it up on my Kindle. The beginning. It's called The List of Suspicious Things by Jenny Godfrey. The List of Suspicious Things by Jenny Godfrey. This has to be one of my favourite books I have read so far this year. It's so lovely and brilliant and clever and heartwarming and heart-wrenching and sad and, you know. So it's basically about a 10-year-old girl who's trying to find the Yorkshire Ripper. So it's in that time, and it's causing problems in her life. So she and her best friend Sharon put together a list, and they start going around town and making a list of all the people they think might be the Ripper, because as she's heard on the news, he could be anyone. He could be among you. He could be someone's brother, someone's dad, someone's husband. So they go to the corner shop and get a little notebook, and they go around, and anyone who's odd or suspicious, they make a list. So this person, that's odd. Oh, this one has a moustache. But it's so brilliantly written, and it's ultimately about friendship and the power of friendship. So it's a really good book. I think if you've got like teenagers, it's a really great read for like a teenager, like 15, 16-year-old. I think it's a lovely gift because it's a really good book. Okay, the topic is really scary, but it's this little girl, Miv, and her friend Sharon, and they're growing up in Yorkshire, and family situations, and just her imagination, and all she wants to do is find the Ripper so she doesn't have to move, because all of these things are happening, and her dad and her aunt think they should move out of Yorkshire, and she doesn't want to because she doesn't want to leave her best friend. So she wants to find him, so then all these horrible things will stop happening. So it's a really, really good read. I highly recommend. And you disappear into it. It's so lovely. It's just so nice. You just read it and you're like in another era. It's great, brilliant. Highly, highly recommend. Then I've got another book here. I had a Bridgerton themed bridal shower, which was thrown for me by my sister-in-law, and one of the gifts she gave me, considering this is very apt because the new series of Bridgerton, third series, starts tomorrow. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I absolutely am obsessed with that Regency era. The costumes, the hair, I just love it. So I just saw a clip this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to watch it tomorrow. Anyway, she's gifted me It's called The Unofficial, The Bridgerton Book of Afternoon Tea. How lovely is that? Over 75 scandally delicious recipes inspired by the characters of the hit show. I love things like this. Now look, you know I love my tea, I love my cake. Just look at this. I mean, the Parisian tea, the society tea, the eccentric tea. Look at all the different tea parties that are inspired. Ooh, bitchy tea. Ah, look at that. A curious tea, a fireside tea, a rebellious tea. Now look, it's actually got brewing the perfect cup of tea. Very important if you're going to host a tea party. And then you go on to the tea. So this is the elegant tea. Isn't that just lovely? Who's shouting outside when I'm talking about Bridgerton tea? So it gives you the recipes, you see, for all the different teas and setups. Lemon drizzle cake. Coquettes. Chocolate cherry cake. Oh my God, isn't that lovely? And then we've got the eccentric tea. This is just raspberry meringues, coronation chicken sandwiches with pickled red onion, Spanish winter torte, fig and pistachio cupcakes. Am I going to make any of these? I'm terrible at baking. But you know, baking is a science. And the problem is, I'm just like, well, just a bit of that. We even got this, we'll add this. With the science, what does my hair look like here? You really have to put the right things in. So, I love this. And I do want to make, I want to be able to make cakes and cupcakes and things. I have just got some measuring cups. So that might spur me on to bake or to be able to bake and throw a nice tea party. Could you imagine? God, the era of that time. Just, let's take tea in the drawing room. There's cake every day, you know? This is where tea time originates from, 4 o'clock tea. And to this day, I have a cup of tea at 4 o'clock and something like a little biscuit, or, you know what I mean? Tea time is just, I couldn't live without it, you know? And she also got me, this is so lovely, it's to have and to hold 10-piece Spectrum brush set. And this is the something blue. And you can see all the little details here. Oh my gosh, isn't that just so sweet? And this, I put them in here. And as you can see, I've been using them. I love this one here. This is what they look like. I use this to kind of brush off any fallout. I like this angled one for bronzer. They are so soft. I use this for highlighter today. Oh my God, it's so soft. Look at that. So lovely. I just love it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's such a lovely colour as well, that baby blue, but this is the something blue. So, yeah, something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Isn't that a lovely gift? So thoughtful. So there we are. There we have it. Those are my favourites of the month. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know some of your favourites of the month. Are you going to be watching Bridgerton? I'm so excited. Also, what is your favourite era? So mine is, well, actually I've got two. I like the Regency, but I also like Dickensian. I like that time. Because I like the way of, you know, the outfits, the horse and carriage, you know. Let's take some air. Do you remember watching that movie with Keira Knightley? And it's going to escape me now, so I can't remember it. not The Enchantment. I can't remember it. Oh my goodness. Atonement. That's it. Do you remember that movie, Atonement? Oh my goodness. Keira Knightley used to be my favourite actress because I just loved her face. But that film, you know, they spent this whole summer in this big estate, you know, and just lay in the garden and played balls. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're well, and I'll see you in my next video. Ta-da!